Marvel's having quite the week. So is Spider-Man. Mainly Spider-Man. So, I'm not going to go too much into the trailer that came out like a week or two ago. Oh, by the way, I know I didn't post anything right away. It was my sister's birthday. It's my other sister's birthday. I just been busy trying to catch up with people. But anyways, trailer. So I'm not going to go over too much because I talked about it in my Kang/MCU theory. Maybe I'll put it up here or try to. I haven't figured that part out yet. So about a year or two ago, before the pandemic, there was a video on Twitter with Andrew Garfield and Tom Holland on the same set. People lost their minds, and they probably didn't get them back because that's where rumors started. William Dafoe was a rumored casting, so now with Little Bomb, I think pretty much confirmed. I don't think Sandman or Lizard are in the movie because honestly, I mean Lizard sucked. He was a bad villain. That he's more sympathetic in comics than he is in the movies. Sandman, I doubt it. If they do, awesome, because we need 6 characters. And this is where I want to go into Sinister 6. Sony's been trying to make this movie, make this universe or Sony universe this whole time. So I guess this is their chance to jump on that train. With the Doc Ock being back, let's go ahead and get into the head count. Let's see, we got Doc Ock, we got Green Goblin, Vulture is still alive. Scorpion was introduced, so maybe he might get his mechanical suit. Electro, number 5. Number 6 could be up there. We don't know. That's who I think so far. Maybe it might be Kingpin. Oh! Not just Kingpin, but Kingpin from Netflix. The Netflix Daredevil. He's gonna be in the movie too. Oh man, cause
there's rumors in the Twitter sphere.
There's a video also. I don't want to post it up here because I don't want to get flagged for it, but there's a video out there on the Twitter sphere. Charlie Cox is going to be in the movie as well. Hopefully we get a big team up fight with Spider-Man and Daredevil. That would be epic. Epic, dude. Epic. Anyways, so that's my thoughts on the trailer. So, I'm doing this video on What If. Not the What If series yet. It still hasn't concluded. But because I'm dropping this a little on time, it looks like it's going to be on the Spider-Man episode. Which is awesome. What if? What if Spider-Man never gave up the suit? If he never gave up the Venom suit. That's why I'm wearing the Venom shirt. Yes, this is by Chip Zsdarsky. He does an amazing job. His Daredevil run is absolutely good to maybe great. But because he's leaving a Substack, he's going to be dropping the title, so might have a crappy ending. Anyways, Chip Zsdarsky, Pascal Ferry, and Matt Hollingsworth comes in clutch with the colors. I mean, he knows how to... He's been... I'm going to go off on the tangent here real quick. The colors, he says the mood and the tone for each individual scene, especially when he goes dark to whenever it needs that emotional resonance. He's hitting on all fronts, all cylinders. The first half was so compelling, and it actually inspired me to make this video because I wasn't expecting to make this video, but man, this first half was so good. So good. So compelling because it's different that we get Spider-Man going down a dark path. He never gave up the suit at the church. I mean, the suit started merging more and more with his emotions. And so what sets him even over the edge is that Hobgoblin, he makes a little trip to his home and incidentally kills Aunt May. Aunt May dies, and Spider-Man goes ham. A little too hard. He gets out of control. He loses his temper and kills Hobgoblin. And he wants to put quits to his other villains because he feels guilty that he didn't kill him at first, but it's also the suit. So it's very intriguing to see him go down this path of darkness. And it was so compelling because it kind of got like, well, you don't want him to go all the way, but you kind of, I don't know. For me personally, I was like, I kind of don't want him going that way, but I'm kind of liking it because it's a little more compelling. It's not a typical Spider-Man story. He started getting more and more violent, and he even hit Mary Jane at one point, which was, that was a little lowball for him for doing that. But then after Hobgoblin, he decides upon himself to eliminate his other villains, mainly the Sinister Six, or most of the team. And what do you know? He takes him out with extreme prejudice. Kingpin is the one who set it all up, because at this point in the comics, so I guess it's what if. I don't know, what if stories are kind of like out of continuity. In the what if story, Kingpin is mayor. And Spider-Man goes all the way up after defeating all the villains. He takes them out. Ugly, brutal fashion. And then he goes to Kingpin's penthouse and takes a swing at the big guy with no remorse and not holding back, because that is what he is at right now. And at one point with the Fantastic Four, they do tell him to stay away, like in the Spider-Man 3 movie, where Connors tells him, you need to get rid of the suit. At this point, they were setting it up for Fantastic Four to be a part of the story, but not, I don't know, it felt a little derivative to what the actual story was. Okay, this is where I start having problems with the comic. It became a very personal story to a very Marvel-esque type of an event. It kind of reminded me of Web of Shadows. Felt very, I don't want to say lazy, but it felt uninspired. This is my personal taste, like I said. I'm just a nerd on the internet who thinks his opinion matters. But no, this is where it lost me. Like, started getting other heroes into with the whole symbiote suit, and I just wasn't feeling it at all. And it's a bummer to say. I don't want to give too much spoilers at the end. There might be other videos to do that, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to review it. I don't want to spoil things at the end. But where it falls apart for me is the ending. It was supposed to end in issue 4, but this time we got an issue 5. I want to say Marvel had a hand in that, because being Spider-Man and being stories, and Chip Zdarsky's last story, Life Story, I still haven't read that one, but Life Story did so well. I guess they were trying to do the same thing here. They expanded it, and I felt like it was a little dragged out at the end, because he gets the Fantastic Four involved in a major way, but the first half of the story was more self-contained, and I like that. When I started getting with the other heroes, I wasn't feeling it. Something happens to one of the heroes, and he joins the same team, and it just didn't hit the same way. And after all that he's done, they just wash the hands up, and he's fine. He's okay. It's like nothing happened. And there's no consequences. And I don't really like... I've been reading I've been reading comics for a long time, and I like consequences. I like things to escalate. This escalated, and then it kind of like... It was done. And I'm going to give this a 3.5 out of 5, because it could have been done better at the ending. And I don't know, the Fantastic Four elements, and I know Fantastic Four is a big part of Spider-Man's origin stories, especially the whole Jonathan Hickman run. I know it's a big part. He's a big part of Fantastic Four. But if I'm being honest with this story, it could have been done better. Especially the ending. I wish it could have stayed the more personal route instead of being a big Marvel event way. It was very grandiose, and I just didn't like that. It just... I preferred the personal story. But 3.5... I'm going to watch Shang-Chi after this, so I will keep y'all in the loop, see if it's good or not, and I will see y'all next time. Y'all take it easy out there. People are getting crazy. Deuces, y'all.